Alright, for the first time you've shown me a horror film that has utterly pissed me off.
Why don't you just lay back and enjoy being a hero?
Hey there, everyone. Grave Cinema here again, and we are bringing you another reaction video.
The weirdos are back.
Indeed, we are. Now, this is one I've seen before, like usual. This is going to be a first-time watch, though, for my roommate here. She has not seen this one before. Okay, so the one we're going to be watching tonight, it's going to be a classic. Not one of the big classics, but a classic that is known.
Okay.
It's the very first film written and directed by Wes Craven.
I know that name.
You do know that name, yes. He did Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. Those are his big ones. But the very first one he did, that one is...
Oh, I forgot to take that stuff back upstairs. The last
Last
oh my god!
House on the
I have
Left.
made this reference about my mom's house. Okay, so when I graduated high school, my parents
Story
decided
time.
to move us out of Millersville. And they moved us to this house in the middle of freaking nowhere. Literally, it is the last house on the road. The road ends with this house, and as you drive up, it is on the left. And when we first went there, it was surrounded by cornfields after a storm, and I'm like, the children of the corn are gonna get us. It is the last house on the left. This has to be haunted. It is on a historical site. The site itself was owned by Simon Cameron, who is Abraham Lincoln's Secretary of War. There has got to be hauntings here. Oh, and it's built on top of a spring because it was an old fish hatchery. On top of everything else, while trying to clear the debris from corn, because cornfields surrounding the area, a huge rainstorm had just gone through, there were, I kid you not, wolf spiders at least this big, which for an arachnophobe, kids, is not fun, but even worse for an arachnophobe and bare feet. So it is very fitting. That all ties into it's very fitting that I finally watched this movie, because I have made that reference about this house since they moved in 12 years ago when I graduated high school.
Well, this movie's exactly about that same house.
No, not even close.
Okay, probably not, but it could be. This is
No,
the
this one
unrated
actually
version.
looks nicer.
Yep.
He
This
doesn't
is...
let me touch the movies anymore.
No looking in the back. No.
Because I learned so much from that.
So much. Like, subtitled in Spanish and English and in French. And
what the special features are.
it's in mono, no stereo, because low budget. And 1972.
Okay.
That's the important thing. So, early, as in very first, Wes Craven written and directed film. This was on Bravo's list for scary movie moments as well. Yes, there's a moment in there.
Oh, Bravos. We didn't go through Bravos. We went through Starbursts.
We
Right.
did a review of Starburst magazine, but we also are
I
aware
know,
of
we were
the
going
Bravo
off
list.
of the Bravo list, but I thought I
Yes.
would have told that story before, and I haven't, so I'm like, wait a minute, if we didn't go through that list on camera, though, so it's obvious that I would not have made that
Yes.
brain. Hi, I'm ADHD positive.
But you know nothing about this movie other than the title.
I literally don't. Absolutely
She
nothing.
knows nothing. She's going in this blind.
Cold, just like most of them.
All right, so in that case, let's get started with the movie. All right, here we go.
Bring it on.
Rawr!
Kitty, kitty.
The events you are about to witness are true. Names and locations have been changed to protect those individuals still living. Don't you love it when the movies give you warnings?
What? Ducks. Okay.
Yep.
She's like, what the fuck kind of, is that a platypus? No, it's not a platypus. It's a duck. Aww. That was the name of my first ever D&D character, Mari. It's probably pronounced Mary here.
Ah, looks like Mary's getting cards from half the civilized world.
Mary. Sean S. Cunningham Films.
Is that supposed to be in something?
Friday the 13th. He was the director, I believe.
Okay. Those titties.
Those
But
titties
she's
are obscured!
She's supposed to be 17.
The actress can be older. Written and directed by Wes Craven. Master of horror.
Mary, I want you to be careful tonight. Your mother tells me the place you're going is in a bad neighborhood. No bra?
Think bad things will happen?
Nobody can see her nipples as plain as day.
Nipples!
Nipples!
But it's immodest. What's this tits business? Sounds like I'm back in the barracks.
It's one of the 7 dirty words you can't say on TV.
Just a gift of tide you owe till tomorrow.
Dad.
Peace.
Dad. Oh, my parents are in the iron and steel business.
Iron and steel both together, how unusual.
Yeah, well, my mother irons and my father steels.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha ha
That was funny.
ha. Funny.
I changed this winter.
What do you mean you changed?
I mean, my breast filled out.
That's a change.
I feel like a woman for the first time in my life.
Did you feel like a woman for the first time in life when your breast filled out?
Nope.
The daring daylight escape of the 2 convicted murderers, dope pushers, and rapists cost the lives of 2 prison guards. Junior Stillo is the illegitimate son of the leader of the 2 escapees. Luke Stillo is reputed to have hooked his own son on heroin to control the youngster's life. The second escaped convict is identified as Fred Weasel Podolsky, who has a long police record for child molesting, peeping Tomism, and assault with a deadly weapon. The 3 men were
Charmers.
accompanied in their getaway by an unknown woman.
Why is she
I was
like
thinking about
sucking on her lipstick?
names and everything.
Maybe she just likes sucking.
Agatha Greenwood Gray.
He's like, what the fuck they ribbiting for?
What are those kids doing?
Reading them creep women lib magazines while I was up in the jug, huh?
Why don't you just lay back and enjoy being infuriated?
Whoa.
Hell chauvinist pig.
She's right, Crew.
Shut up.
I ain't putting out any more until I get a couple more chicks around here.
Keep your eyes open for someone who might be dealing.
They're gonna get kidnapped to be the other 2 girls in the gang.
Yeah.
Because there's this kid.
Quite astute. Otherwise, they're just 2 random girls.
You don't know where we...
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah? What kind?
Colombian.
Coffee?
Obviously.
No, I don't want you girls to worry. I mean, we just wanted some company, that's all, you know.
It's her parents.
What if I do say so?
Such a cute little dog. The fuck? What's wrong with them?
You guys let the hell out of here. I'm gonna start screaming.
People wonder why parents want to track their kids' phones.
Well, nonsense.
That's a pretty good
Truly
job.
remarkable. Come on in the living room. Get your hands away, Sadie.
Oh, come on, Krug. I had it first, please.
I said, get your hands away, bitch.
Oh. No. Stop it. No.
I'm guessing Phyllis is dead.
Don't know.
Okay, sweetheart, I'll put you right on top of your friend here.
Take it easy. You're gonna hurt him.
Yeah. Okay, the both of you settle down. You got a long ride ahead.
Wait an hour, then we'll call the police. Staying out all night? Well, it's classic. It's a kid's way of saying she's grown up.
That damn Phyllis Stone's fault.
Sure is.
The damn Phyllis Stone.
Let her have a fling.
At least the dad knows that when it's not a fucked up situation like this, it's just kids being with
Being
their
kids.
friends, being kids. And that's probably what he's hoping as well.
I can't say I blame him for that. This movie's gonna piss me off before it's over. I feel it now. I'm already pretty fucking angry.
They're not really good people, are they?
No.
Probably gonna piss you off. But if so, maybe they'll get theirs at the end.
They fucking better. I just wonder if Phyllis is going to be alive to see it. I mean, obviously Mary's our final girl. They've set her up too well for that.
Oh, he's a Junior, Sadie and Crew. Out for the day.
They have their own song.
Oh, he's a Sadie, junkie, and
They wrote a song.
in harmony, barbershop bag.
Yes.
Cutting the
What the fuck? 70s were jacked, man.
Sigmund Freud. Do you remember when a telephone
Sigmund
pole was just a
Freud.
telephone pole?
How to tell you're a trashy, trashy trash. You don't know the name of intelligent people. I bet she thinks it's Alberto Einstein.
I think I found the trouble. This thing pulled out and it's all covered with oil.
Christ, didn't they teach you nothing in reform school?
Is that the last of the cake?
Yeah, it's nice to eat somebody's birthday
There's a
cake.
dog getting the trunk.
Hey, Phyllis is still alive.
That bitch bit me.
You kidnapped her!
True. Guys on the blink.
Oh no.
Well, we got you brats along.
What are you gonna do?
They're gonna
They're literally at their house.
gas station.
Literally! At her house? You have got to be kidding me. The police are right there.
Digby's crazy woods.
Man, these are her woods. Just take off running. You know you're close to home. Fuck, that's what I do. That's my house. Those are my woods. Go for it, you fuck-offs.
What was that? Don't recognize it. Wanna go out and have a look? No. Come on, let's go. We got more
What
important
the?
things to do. That ain't gonna find us very calm.
They got more important things to do.
Piss your pants.
You sick mother. Phyllis, he cut me. You doing it? Look at that! God. No.
Stop it. You're gonna kill someone if you're not careful.
What the hell are you doing?
Shit.
You guys gotta be crazy, man.
Hey, Wizzy.
Yeah.
Loosen her up a little bit.
They're just totally helpless.
It's all right. We're not gonna hurt you. You already hurt her. What do you think you're doing?
He went up to Coopersburg. He's gonna enter her on some fair up there. Wilbur always wanted.
Looks familiar.
I remember he left town real sudden once
Can't
before.
place him.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Kind of reminds me of the Brawny Man, though.
I'm gonna make a run for it. And then go after me. You blow and get help. Haha, you wanna play?
She obviously failed, so this movie would get real short real fast. And they haven't even gotten to the house. Oh, maybe they don't get to her house. Maybe Mary's house is the last house on the left. I don't know.
Could be.
Jump in the water, boo.
Wow, man. I gotta keep up cigarettes.
I want to give you something.
I don't want that.
It's worth a lot.
I don't want
See? I want to be your friend.
No.
I can get you a fix.
Magic words.
Yeah.
You can get me a fix?
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, I like it.
You should have crawled up a tree. Doesn't he have a gun?
God,
Oh my god, he's got sandals on.
Description of that escape vehicle as follows. Dark green 1958 Cadillac convertible, bearing license plate number E2546. Repeat.
Idiot. Better hope they're still there.
About 25 minutes. Make it 15.
We're cops, we can speed.
Yes, you can. That is kind of the point of the little lights. And the siren.
Yep. Get the fuck out the way!
And this is one of those times you should. Lives are at stake.
Mm-hmm.
She's catching you, boo.
Listen, I can help you. I'll get you out of this.
Oh, that helps.
Stupid dyke.
Okay, let me up.
Well, for bad guys, at least they care about something.
Each other.
Still think Krug is going to be the one to find her, and it's not going to be pretty.
Krug is kind of like the main dick of this one. Interesting. His name is Krug. Wes Craven wrote and
Freddy
directed this,
Krueger.
and then this Krueger. Found that interesting.
Well, maybe Krug became a baby molester and torturer of children, and then got burned by a neighborhood of moms.
Maybe this is a secret prequel to Nightmare on Elm
That
Street.
is what I was referencing, yes.
Yes. Or just a coincidence.
Or a coincidence. You know, if she just made a run for it
She's probably exhausted.
and went away down to the road, she'd probably be better off. She's in a graveyard.
Well, that got you.
Killing bitch.
Too soon, dare my face. We caught it. What are you worried about?
Let me guess, who got the car started? You're kidding.
Goddamn car stop. You're out of gas, you idiot. Out of gas? God damn.
Call for backup. Call for You're an idiot.
Horror movies and car trouble. They go hand in hand.
I told you she wasn't going far. She's back, baby.
Oh God, what is wrong with you?
Junior!
Clearly there's a lot wrong with them.
Willow, then! You've got to be a man and do something for once.
Going somewhere? Phyllis?
Did you get away?
Waving at the popo. I mean, fair, but they are quite incompetent.
Super incompetent.
Dick weasel.
You're gonna get yours. You got rid.
Now you play music. What, are you just letting her go? What the fuck is even happening right now?
Awesome. Thinking about what just happened. Yeah. That was one on the Bravo list.
What, where he forcibly rapes her after he carves his initials into her chest? You're just gonna shoot her.
She makes you.
Oh no, the dog. Tell me she was a smart girl and
Junior!
she's just joking.
Go up to the car and get the suitcases.
That's it. They just win?
It's not over yet.
Who the hell do you think you are, Tonto?
It's a truck. And some chickens, too.
Chickens?
I only tell you what the road tells me.
The road was telling him right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a truck with chickens.
Listen, Ada, we got a problem here. This is serious business.
Road trucks back then could take it.
I couldn't get another chicken on here without this store. And now I got you two on here.
Wash the blood off.
How's that?
Have a look, Sadie. Is my tire okay?
Guests? Who is it?
Being in this house makes me wish I was alive.
No!
This place is in the middle of nowhere, you know that?
Must be the last house on the left.
They kill her daughter. And then they have the audacity to go to their house?
Assuming they know it's her.
What?
house.
I know they don't know. I just...
Hey, Weasel, what are you doing?
Who in the world is it?
Willie's Esso station is the only garage I know, and they close at 6.
Well, wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah, because the car was broke out.
They want
That's why I
us
must
to
be
drive
house.
them to
Are you sure we're not going to put you folks in any trouble?
Oh, nonsense. Our home is yours. Let me get your bags.
Okay, just make yourselves comfortable.
Much obliged.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let those people in the fucking house. I don't know you. I know it was a different time, but... Ugh. My parents lived in the middle of nowhere. If anybody had shown up at the front door saying that sort of shit, I'd have said, you can get the fuck off of my property. Goodbye.
I'd call the police.
Yes, who
If the
lives
car
here?
broke down. Or at least somebody to help him out.
I wonder what the odds are on that.
Couldn't even tell you.
It's a dynamic duo.
If you mean by Dudley Do Right 1 and Dudley Do Right 2, that aren't any good at what they're doing.
Yeah. We'll go with that. He had the bite mark on his wrist.
Think Dad knows something?
I mean, they gotta be found out. Just a matter of when and how.
We sell insurance to plumbing companies. You know, in case they steal some toilets or something.
Yeah, that's plausible.
Yeah. Plumbing insurance.
Junior.
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
He's the only one that has a conscience
You don't mind if I
amongst them.
Shut up, you little creep. Should have killed you down the leg. Shut up! You're worse than your goddamn mother.
All that goddamn silverware. Who do they think they are anyway?
Because they have lots of silverware.
With sticks.
He's wearing
The
Mary's
necklace.
Let me call my husband. He's a doctor.
I'm all right. All right.
And that's when she gets caught.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know
Oh, God, John.
She's not dead.
Isn't there anything we can do for her?
Nothing.
John.
She's dead.
Oh, my baby. Oh.
She was just dying and only died as soon as they found her.
Wider now. Wider.
Oh, they're gonna get their revenge.
Don't move.
Oh, that's an image. Okay, he dreamt it. He didn't say you were. Because I was like, this is pretty odd. That's why it was a dream.
He's gonna realize they're not there. Drug their food in the morning.
Hello. What are you doing up so late? Where's your husband? I couldn't help noticing that your room is empty.
Oh, he's there.
Well, yeah, that's there.
I can make love to a looker like you with my hands tied behind my back.
Why don't we go outside? I want you. You know, I've always dreamed of a man who could take me easily. You know,
Yeah?
almost like
Have you clever girl?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get overzealous.
your hands tied behind your back.
Baby, believe me, I could literally do that. I'm so super.
So super.
Can do it with his hands tied behind his back, huh?
She's gonna tie his hands behind his back. And then she's gonna fuck him over. Meanwhile, hubby booby traps the house. Talk about a fucking power couple. Have they done that to my daughter? It's the least I'd do. This is to make it so you can't open the door? Is happening right now.
He's doing some type of Home Alone shit.
For sure. He just electrified his doormat.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Tie me up.
No, I couldn't. I thought it was just some girlish fantasy.
Tie me up.
You got him, girl. Oh, you're clever!
Gonna trip him up.
Oh, that's gonna make him slip and slide. Ah, it's 70s shaving cream. That shit is mostly soap. I guess it's all mostly soap, but that had a different feel to it.
You just unzip me and that's all I need you
On your little thing. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, poor little fella.
You just scared it, that's all. Just wait.
You just scared it.
Oh, you bitch. I think I'm gonna come.
You gonna come?
What'd you do? Bite his dick off?
You want to kill me?
I'll do it.
Okay, well, let me help you.
I really will.
Come on. Pull the trigger. And I want you to put it in your mouth. And I want you to blow your brains out. I want you to take the gun, and I want you to put it in your mouth. And I want you to blow your brains out.
No! Blow your brains out!
Blow your...
Poor kid.
Found himself a chainsaw.
Sorry, crew. I can only find one cell.
Oh yeah! The wooden door will do so well against a chainsaw!
Yeah. Mastermind he is.
Fucking genius. Sure hope you got enough gas for that thing.
He electrified it. Yep.
Oh yes, fight him with the wooden object.
And with the wood than his flesh.
Careful, that girl's scrappy. Come on, Estelle, you can pull it out of you. Maybe even too bad. Uh-oh, Mama got a knife. Kruger boy got nowhere to run. She's dead.
Slash the throat.
Killed their baby. I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit for what they did.
Roll credits.
Alright, for the first time you've shown me a horror film that has utterly pissed me off. Bravo.
I could feel that anger pulsating from you. Yeah. So, yeah, this was the last house on the left, and...
Not what I thought it'd be.
No, it is one of those early 70s films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre where it's about a real family or group of people committing atrocious deeds and acts. This was even predated that. It was like 72. So it's Wes Craven, first feature. Wrote, directed it, and it's pretty damn good feature debut for somebody. And it got that...
For somebody who's trying to make up a name for themselves in horror, yes. Yeah. I completely agree.
It has a story where you get involved and you feel for the characters and you want to see the bad people get theirs in the end, which ultimately they do.
Yeah, they do. And it's not like they could trust prison because they've already broken out of that once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is in the vein of those kind of rape revenge movies where a girl or group of girls get assaulted, but then at the end the people who did it get what's coming to them. I think Gator Bait was one you saw. I think that was similar in that same vein. There's also the infamous I Spit on Your Grave movie.
I haven't seen I Spit on Your Grave, but yes, we watched Gator Bait. That was part of the Christmas Last Drive-In
Christmas special. But yeah, I Spit on Your Grave, it's way more intense than this. It's just one girl and it's 4 guys, and it lasts for a long time. Just to let you know, I don't think I'll show you that one, but at the end she gets them. So that is a very sub-genre of horror, and you have to have that moment at the end where the people who did the bad stuff lose, as I say, because you thought, what, they win? No. You can't do a movie like that and have them win.
No, you really fucking can't. Who would go see that?
Who would enjoy that?
People that are that sadistic.
That is true, but...
That's the thing I think is the worst part of this. There are people like that in the world, and that's why movies like this get to me so much.
The horror
because
of
there's
realism.
Every chance it could happen to me. Now, granted, I'm not going to a shady part of town looking for weed. And it's not just because I'm allergic. I'm not stupid.
Grass.
Yeah.
Devil's lettuce.
It's also not the 70s anymore, and I think people are a little smarter than that now. But shit like that, it still fucking happens. You don't hear about people getting mutilated that often because, well, frankly, who wants to publish that and get that person's name known? But it still happens. And the fact that that still happens is utterly terrifying to me.
Mm-hmm. Some true horror when it comes to this particular film.
Yeah. Yeah, and these are the ones that get to me the most because they could happen. And it's not even like I could sit here and say, well, I'd do this, this, and this differently, because when I was brought up, if someone tried to kidnap you, you scream fire. If you get put in the back of a car, I know how to get to the taillights and kick them out so the police pull you over. You can't do that in that car. It's not the same make. It's an older style. It's not like they could have done that. There's nothing that those two girls could have done differently.
They say if you get taken, or try not to get taken to a second location, because odds go way down when that happens. So they should have been fighting for their lives.
What were they gonna do?
That's the thing.
4 of them against 2 girls that have teach a girl self-defense. That's what you can fucking do. Teach them self-defense. Make sure they carry at the very least pepper spray. There are a lot of people that say that you should be armed, but here's the problem with being armed. If it's a gun and you have some distance, okay, that works a little bit better. But that was a small area. That gun could have easily been taken from them and then used on them. Same thing goes if you have a knife, or if you have knuckle dusters, or it doesn't matter. If you have a hand weapon, they have a chance of taking it from you. That's why they tell you often to use your keys, that if someone gets that close, you use your keys and
they
just
put it in between.
Punch them or whatever with that. And that works to a point. There's a lot of women out there that don't know how to punch to effectiveness. Those keys are going to tilt to the side in their hands. It's not going to do shit. Pepper spray is honestly your best bet there because it'll at least keep them a little bit farther away. And if it doesn't keep them farther away, use the whole fucking can on them. Then they can't use it against you and their eyes are never going to work the right way again. And don't pull any punches. Use the dirty tricks. But like, they don't teach girls that all the time. I feel like every woman should go through self-defense and every man should see what happens to women who are raped and abused like this. What happens to them afterward.
They get chainsawed by their dad. Or the victim.
Not always.
Unfortunately, not always.
Not always. And half the time, rape is not reported. Rape is not reported because they don't think they will believe it, or they have no proof.
It's very hard to convict when that happens.
Yeah, it's just this... Teach your boys to be fucking better. Now I get not everyone teaches their kids to be sadistic fuck-offs that are gonna carve initials into people's chests.
And Junior, he was just...
He was set up to fail.
Fucked up by his dad. Dad just
bullied him
into shooting himself. Yep.
Turned him into a mindless drone who does whatever Dad says. That poor kid. I can't even believe someone would do that to their child. But then again, I can't believe there are people that'll still bring their kid up to be like, my kid's not a monster. Meanwhile, he's raped 7 girls and puts drugs in their drinks at parties and shit like that all the fucking time.
People can always lie about who they really are.
And I'm not just saying that it's always girls the victim, because I know men can be too. I am not denying that fact at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mostly, though, these type of movies, you never see a male victim.
Well, no, because...
Yeah, it's always a classic...
It's men can't be victims. It's
normal scenario.
Still
it's
being normalized that people are realizing that men can be victims too. And that isn't as uncommon as people think it is. Manipulation works both ways. Sure, this kind of scenario is usually not going to happen with a dude, because a woman cannot overpower men that easily, that often.
Yeah. But maybe one dude or another dude, that's something
that is absolutely a thing that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have a group of women that can tie somebody up or drug them or use anything they have to their advantage to get a leg up on somebody, it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But any kind of bullshit like that is sickening.
It is.
And it's infuriating. Beyond all belief. Her friend should have seriously just turned tail and gone straight for the road.
When it was just Mary and Junior, she should have just booked it to her house.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Knock the guy out. Take the fuck off. Your parents are right there. They could have locked the doors, called the police.
Which police? The 2 useless guys?
They could have outsourced if the guys didn't respond. They could have literally
they
said,
could have, yeah.
Called other patrol cars in, things like that. It might have taken a bit longer, but fuck, at least it would have happened, and they could have waited there with that single shotgun shell while they did with all the doors locked. It might have fucked over Phyllis in the long run, but at least their kid would still be alive. As much as I hate to say someone else's child should live over somebody else's.
I mean, there's not much you can do in that scenario. Just
It really
do
isn't.
whatever you can to survive, yeah.
Basically.
Even though her friend was trying to help her live.
She was trying to. She was the calm in that situation where Mary was just panicking, and I don't blame her for it. She wasn't prepared for that. Honestly, if something like that had happened to me when I was in high school, I don't think I'd be quite that bad. But I also would never have left her alone. I would never have left my friend alone because God only knows what they would have done to her instead.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to knock what that girl did. She did what she thought she should in that situation.
It's a situation when it's happening to you for the first time. You really don't know fully how you react.
You can't fully prep for that.
No, you can't. You're acting on instinct, panic, fight or flight responses.
See, yeah, this is why if I ever have children, they're going to be trained to be basically assassins from little on up. They're going to know how to defend themselves. The only thing I will not do is let them have egos, because I don't want them going on thinking they can take on the world.
Teaching humility, yeah.
And go looking for trouble. I want them to know how to get out of any situation that they possibly can, to make sure that I have prepared my kids as best as I can, that this never happens to them.
Yeah. This is one of those movies that gets to you a bit more really because of the realism aspect of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and this was Last House on the Left. The very first movie directed by Wes Craven, who would later go on to do, famously, Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. And as I recall, Wes, one of the decisions that made him want to do Scream is because some fan of his went up to him and said, like, when are you going to do some type of horror that's really going to, like, kick ass again or really get to you like Last House on the Left? And he's like, well, I guess I better really do something, that'll get somebody. And then he takes the Scream job, and that one is one that gets you. It's also, real people, but in their, theatrical setting that I love so much because,
Yeah,
that's... Yeah, but...
It's one of the reasons I both love and hate Scream is because it literally could be anybody.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Wes Craven really excels at is getting that emotion from the characters on screen to you and the way everything is presented. Especially with, like, a lot of his villains being mainly, like, humans and such. There are the exceptions, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Dream Demon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we can call him human anymore.
Yeah, but he's also done, like, The Hills Have Eyes, about just, like, hill people.
I've heard of The Hills Have Eyes. I've never seen The Hills Have Eyes.
People Under the Stairs. That's another good one.
Nope, never heard of that one either. No, have I heard? I can't remember if I've heard of that.
Yeah,
or
but that's also human killers. Probably a few of the ones he's done that are good that are just supernatural are Shocker, Undead, our guy who was executed, who's like jumping bodies or something, to tell you a little bit about that. But it's pretty fun. I've only seen it the once, but maybe we can watch a bunch of Wes Craven films here and such, because I do love him a lot. He's
I must say the
always
man
consistent.
Was very good at what he did.
Also, The Serpent and the Rainbow with Bill Pullman about
that
voodoo.
One I've never even heard of.
That one's about voodoo, and that's also on the Bravo list of moments. It's also well done. So there's a good list of Wes Craven films we can watch. I wanted to make certain that you at least saw the very first one because it was on the list, and I knew this is one that would probably get to you because of the realistic aspects.
Oh, it definitely gets to me, especially as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of those ones that inspired the line, "This makes psychos more creative."
Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a more creative, and I think that's what bothers me the most is when you see movies like this that can...
Yeah, if you're going to kill somebody, you probably would already have the disposition to do that, but seeing things like this just makes you think, well, how can I do it better, But, it's psycho's gonna psycho. Nothing you can do about that, fortunately.
That is very true.
So, yeah, Last House on the Left, 1972 film, one of the early drive-in movies, I should say. It's got that low rent quality. I think it's like 16 millimeter.
For something low budget,
yeah,
it was incredibly well done.
Yes.
Incredibly well done.
It showed you...
That being said, I never want to watch it again.
Yeah, there are movies like that. Definitely. Ones where you're like, wow, that was a good movie. It really got to me. Never want to see it again. Those movies do exist.
Yep.
Yep. And this is one of them.
It sure was. Sure was.
So that again was Last House on the Left. Maybe next time we'll do one that's not so intense, or maybe I'll just, hit you over the head with something else.
Who knows?
Who knows?
At least I get a little bit more of a break this time because we're not doing this every single night to.
We are
sure
not.
We have
now that you're back
plenty.
here for the whole year,
Summer
we can do a
and-
couple of these a week or so, and then I'll get them posted to Patreon as soon as I get them uploaded. So I'll get ahead maybe, hopefully a little bit. But thank you for being with us here for this first time watching reaction for my roommate and our review, and we hope to have you for the next one, whichever one that's going to be. All right?
Whatever that is, and whatever worm that crawls into his brain next time.
Whatever that's going to be. All right. Thank you, and see you next time.
Next time.
Bye.